Probably there will be more people coming. Oof. Okay. Well, let's see. Last class, we talked about, what life was like in the past. Okay. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to describe events in the past, in the far past, let's say remote past, and the more recent past. Let's see, first of all, I would like to, and we're going to use the chat, okay? Let's see, can you write, let's see, any verbs that you can think of? Do you understand?
Verbs about life in the.
No, verbs that you can think of.
Like play, playing, reading.
I'm sorry?
Like playing, play, reading.
No, I want you
writing.
to write any verb, just an infinitive, any verb that you can think of now at this moment. Just a verb.
Looked like.
Write it, please. Write it in the chat, please. Hello, Francisca. Hello, Javiera.
Hi, Miss. I'm trying to connect the.
Okay.
But no, they're not bots.
Sorry, what happened? I didn't understand the last part, Francisca. Did you have any problem to get connected?
No. I have a little bit bad internet, but I'm trying to connect the earphones.
Okay, yeah. Okay, please write some, one verb each. Come on, it's very easy. Write it in the chat box, please. Looked, okay? Another one?
What was the question, Miss? I'm sorry.
I'm asking you to, I'm asking you to write any verb you want.
In like present or past?
If it is infinitive, it's okay. Thought, okay. Played, good. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. There I wrote a question using one of your verbs, okay? Have you ever played tennis? Nicole, have you ever played tennis?
Yes, a couple of times in my life, but I really bad in that in that sport.
Yeah, you're really bad at that sport, yeah? Why?
Because I don't have training, I think. The racket, I don't know how to say the
racket, yeah?
Yeah, the racket was too heavy for me, so it was difficult to hit the ball, but maybe I handle it a little, not much.
Okay, right. Well, that's why perhaps Marcelo Rios has big muscles in his arms. Yeah, okay, good. Let's see. Okay, let's see another word, another question. Have you ever eaten With Francisca. Okay. Okay. Have you ever eaten strange food, Antonia? Have you ever eaten strange food?
I think I have, but yes, I have. Like one time I was in fourth grade, I think, and one of my classmates, he went to Venezuela and he brought like ants, and we ate them. Like they were cooked, but
What was the food?
ants, like the insect.
Ants.
It was really weird. Yeah, ants.
Okay, and they were fried or cooked?
They were spicy. I don't know how they were cooked, but they were spicy. You could eat them and then be like, okay, I just ate an ant.
Yeah,
It was really weird.
They were cooked.
Yes, yeah. They were,
Yeah.
but they were like not like the regular size. They were bigger. Like
Bigger.
this.
The ones that
Yeah.
grow in the tropical climate.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were very, very spicy, very hot.
Yes.
Yeah. But were they good?
I mean, it was like kind of nothing. It was weird because they were like an animal, but they were like salty. I don't know.
Yeah, like eating something like chili with salt, something like that. Okay. Okay, Javiera, have you ever eaten something strange?
Honestly, I've never eaten something that strange.
No, never?
No, probably octopus might be the strangest things I ever eaten.
Okay, right. Okay, good. Well, here you could see in my two questions that we used two questions asking about something that you have done in your life. Have you ever, right? And then we used another verb, a verb, but talking about the past participle, right? We know that here we have, for example, the verb eat. Eat in present, ate in the past, and eaten in the past participle. So here okay, now I will ask you to write a question asking, have you ever, using any verb you want, okay? Okay, are you ready? Nicole, Antonia, you're ready? Okay. Can you please read your question, Antonia?
Have you ever been in Colombia?
Have you ever been in Colombia? Okay. Let's see, Javiera, can you answer that, please?
No, I've never been to Colombia.
You've never been to Colombia. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Nicole, can you read another question, please?
Have you ever traveled out of the country?
You wrote, sorry, yeah, okay. Have you ever traveled out of the country? That's correct, but there is a better way to say that. I mean, at the end, how can you say instead of out of the country, do you know another word? Out of the country is correct, but there is a better word because it's only one word. Does anybody know another way of
Outside?
saying out of the
I
country?
don't
Yeah,
know.
sorry,
And no, nothing.
does anybody know? No? Abroad. Abroad, okay? So have you ever traveled abroad? Okay, let's see, Antonia, can you answer that?
Yes, I have been in Brazil and Canada. Canada.
Canada. I remember
Yes,
you went to
Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Can you say something about those trips? I mean, when did you go there and the objective?
To Canada, I went like in 2018. And Brazil, I went in like July in 2019
Okay.
for like
How
2
long
weeks.
did you stay in Brazil?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And whereabouts in Brazil?
I went to Sao Paulo,
For 2 weeks.
like in a small city in the state of Sao Paulo for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but not in the capital city.
No. It was like in the outside.
Outside, yeah. Okay. And what about Canada? How long did you stay in there?
5 months.
8
From
months?
September to 5.
5. And whereabouts in Canada?
I stayed in a city called Sydney in the province of Nova Scotia. It's like in the east coast, like down.
Okay, right. Good. Good, Antonia. Let's see. Javiera, can you read your question, please?
It was similar to Nicole's question. It was, have you ever traveled to a different country?
Okay. Nicole, can you answer that question?
Yeah, I didn't yet. I want to, but I didn't out the country.
Okay, be careful. The question was, have you ever traveled abroad?
I have never.
So you have to, if you give a short answer, you have to use the same word that was used in the question. Have you ever traveled? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't. Okay.
No, I haven't yet. Okay.
No, I haven't yet. Okay.
Okay. Where would you like to travel to?
Japan.
Japan. Why would you like to travel to Japan?
Because I am a big fan of anime and manga, and Japan is the source of all of that. Is the origin of the manga and anime.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Good. Antonia, can you make another question, please?
Can you give me a verb so I can think about a question?
No, I mean, think about any verb. But have you ever?
Okay. Have you ever read the Harry Potter books?
Okay. Javiera, can you answer that?
Yes, I have, but only because of school, honestly.
Sorry, but only what?
Because of school.
Because
they
of
make
school?
me read it at school, yeah, for a test.
Okay. So it's not a matter of choice.
No, not really.
Yeah. Okay, right. Well, so here we have practiced this question, have you ever, right? Now I will ask you another question. Have you ever been to a natural disaster? have you ever been to a natural disaster?
The earthquake of 2010 counts like a natural
Yeah, I think so.
disaster.
Sort of big disaster. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. The
then
earthquake.
yes.
Okay. Where were you in that earthquake?
Oh, was a funny history actually because I was in my grandmother house with my cousins. So
In
we
Santiago, where?
don't in Santiago.
Okay.
In Santiago for that time. And when the earthquake start, we go down to the stairs, and we pass all the earthquake. I worry about our grandmother because she didn't appear. She didn't go back to the stairs because she couldn't get up of the bed. She she tried to get up and fell because of the earthquake.
She
So
couldn't get
she,
out of her bed. How
yeah,
old were you
she
at that
couldn't.
time?
10 years old, I think 9. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. What's a funny
So
experience?
you went downstairs.
Yeah,
Were
like
you in a building or in a house?
in a house with 2 floors.
Okay, so you went downstairs. Okay.
Yeah, I went downstairs.
Okay. Any other experience of being in a natural disaster? Javiera, Antonia.
I was gonna say that it was the earthquake from 2010, but I was in a building. I was in the 8th floor.
On the
So
8th floor. In
8,
Santiago?
see, yes, in Santiago, in Santiago. But I don't remember it that much actually because I was sleeping, but I was like 8 years old. And the only thing that I can remember it was like in my bed, in the wall, there was a painting. It was super big, like, it was huge. So I remember that my mom was taking it from the wall and like put it in the floor because it was like how do you say ancho?
Wide. But in that case, you're talking, the picture was thick.
Yes, it was super thick. So it was like right up my head, so it could fall. So my mom was taking it, and then I fell asleep again, and then we went downstairs to like the hall of the building. But I don't remember that much. Actually, no,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't remember.
So you, Javiera, have you ever been to a natural disaster?
Honestly, the only one I can remember is also the earthquake of 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't felt it.
You didn't what? You didn't feel it?
Yeah,
Where were
my
you?
mom was trying to wake me up, but pulling me out of the bed, but I was very tired, I guess, and I didn't felt it.
Okay.
So
How old were you?
like probably 9 or 10 years old, around that
Okay.
age.
And you didn't wake up at all?
No, no.
My
I felt
goodness.
how do you say replicas? I felt those.
How do you say that? Yeah, there is a word I can't remember at this moment. That yeah, aftershock. That's the word.
Yeah,
Aftershock.
aftershock.
Unbelievable that you couldn't wake up. Okay. Okay. And where were you, Santiago?
Yeah, in Santiago, but I think it was because the day before we traveled from the beach to our house. So it was
Yeah.
a long trip and we were all very tired. I think it was because of that. I didn't wake up. I was a bit tired
Yeah. But
at night.
anyway, very heavy sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now I will ask you to watch a video, okay? Well, I mean, about natural disasters. Let me show you. Let me share the screen. Wait, this is, and this is. Okay.
Natural disasters are part of the way the planet works. In the ideal world, we would all live in places that aren't affected by natural hazards. We wouldn't live near coastlines. We wouldn't live along the San Andreas Fault in California. We wouldn't live underneath the volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. But we live where our homes are. I mean, those are the places that are important to us. And then there are many people that don't have choices. The museum is presenting this exhibit to describe these events to people so they have a better understanding of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, and tornadoes. But more than that, to begin thinking about the risks associated with them. As climate warms, we expect there to be more severe storms, more severe droughts, more wildfires, and to some extent, over the last decade, we've seen just that. There's no way we're going to avoid the natural hazards on a dynamic Earth, but there are certainly ways that we can learn to live with them to mitigate the risks to society.
Wait. Wait, sorry. It's again. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Juan. Let's see what other natural disasters, I mean, were mentioned in the video.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which natural disasters were mentioned in the video?
Earthquakes.
Okay, we have
tornadoes.
earthquakes. What else?
Tornadoes, I think.
Tornadoes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Eruptions from volcanoes.
Okay, we have earthquakes, tornadoes. Okay, what else is volcanic eruptions?
Yeah. Hurricanes, I think.
Hurricanes. Okay.
Yeah.
Hurricanes. Hurricanes. Any other one? Do you remember?
I don't know if it was in the video, but tsunamis.
Yeah, it wasn't, but yeah, they indirectly, they didn't use the word tsunami. I think they did. I'm not sure. Yeah, but they talked about the dangers of living on the coastline. Yeah. What else? Any other one? Well, there are ones that but we are more or less used to, that is droughts. It's also a natural disaster. You know the word droughts? When there is no rain for a long time.
Sequías?
Metropolitan region has been in a severe drought for several years. Drought, yeah. Another one is heavy storms. Yeah. That they mentioned storms. Okay. Now, I will ask you to work in pairs, okay? And I want you to discuss about your experiences directly or indirectly. For example, probably we have never been to a I don't know, to a hurricane or a tornado, right? But I can see that, I mean, there is a terrible volcanic eruption now in Spain. Yes, so I mean, your experience with some of these natural disasters, direct or indirect experience, okay? And what you can do in those situations, what do you think you can do in those disasters? Okay, so I will divide you in two groups. I'll give you some minutes for you to work, okay? We're going to two groups. Okay, let's see, no more than 5 minutes because it's something short, okay? Then you will report what you have discussed. Here we go.
Like the first is a wave to the first wave. It'll reach a certain level of the city, and the
Yeah.
second wave pull those mass of water more far away. So I think you have time with tsunamis. But
Yeah.
with
Also
tornadoes,
because of,
no. It's like you saw the tornado, and I don't know, 5 minutes later, you have the tornado in your house.
yeah, it
So
happens really fast.
yeah,
There must be a way to
Miss, you are with the
Yes,
microphone. Yeah.
muted. Okay, so now I would like to see what you discussed. Nicole, you work with Javiera. Okay, you two girls, tell me
Okay.
what you discussed.
I can talk about tornadoes, and you can talk about earthquakes or not. Well, we'll
well,
see.
yeah.
Yeah. We talk about tornadoes. Like for me, are really scary. For Javiera too, I think. Because they are like a huge thing who destroyed everything in the way. So we talk about the houses fly away when the tornado is too big, like a F4 category. We discuss how to, I don't know, how to hide from a tornado, and we know about bunkers people have or basements people have made of concrete. So they when the house fly away, but the bunker not because it's underground. So we discussed that is a way to hide of a tornado, and the
Yeah.
other was in a earthquake. I think, Javiera.
Sorry, the other one was what?
Earthquakes.
Of earthquakes.
Earthquakes. Okay.
Yeah, earthquakes. Honestly, I think we are more used to earthquakes, but they're still very scary for us. And the only way we can protect ourselves is not really safe. We have to run to a door and wait there. We don't really have to, we don't really protect ourselves, honestly, because the house could fall apart on top of you. So they're very scary too.
Yeah, but there are some precautions that you can take. I mean,
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think there are really few ways to protect yourself. We also talk about tsunamis.
mhm.
You can also like escape from them to a higher place where the waves don't get you.
Yeah.
But still, this could destroy uh, thousands of houses, and it's hard for you to take your things because it's also a scary process, and it also could happen fast.
Uh-huh.
We also talk about volcanic
Volcanoes.
eruptions. Yeah,
Volcanoes?
those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Volcano. Yeah, we think it's like it's similar to tsunamis, but more slowly. And we you cannot predict them at all, like earthquakes or but tsunamis you can do. You can predict them. But in the case of volcanic eruptions, you don't have choice. Like just leave the place with your things because when the lava reach, once burn everything, and two when the lava freeze, they have a lot of toxic chemicals. So you can go back and rebuild your house like in a tsunami when they pass. I think
Toxic chemicals.
toxic chemicals.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the thing is that the eruption, I mean, can last for weeks and months.
Yeah,
It's not,
really
it's
long
very
time.
long.
That's
Okay, good, good. It's a thing, Nicole, that destroys, not who
that
destroys.
is true.
Who is used for
That's,
people, yeah?
That is for things.
Yes. Okay, good. Let's see, Antonia and Juan, what did you discuss?
I don't know if you want to start, Juan, or
Yeah, I don't know too. You talk about hurricanes and
Sorry, Juan, can you speak more closer to the microphone because I cannot hear you well.
now.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, that
Hello.
is a bit better.
Wait a moment. Hello.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yes.
Well, we discussed about hurricane and that it's not common in Latin America have a basement that is using from height of that. And something that Antonia tell me, but I don't remember. It's recognized how a hurricane come to you, but I quite catch it, but I don't know how to say it. If you could say it, please.
yes, like I saw it in a documentary that says if like there is a tornado going on, you don't see it moving, it's because it's going in your direction. So that's a sign that you should go to your basement. And I was
Let's
saying,
say that again, please. I didn't get it, Antonia.
okay, so if like there is a tornado like going on in your city and you don't see it moving, but you do see like movement like around, it's because it's going to your direction, like it's going to you.
Okay, no idea about that. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So now you know. Be careful.
It's like it's going in a straight line to you.
Yes.
That is. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Directly.
And I think like in, as Juan said, like in Latin America, there is not like that culture about knowing about tornadoes or hurricanes because we don't have them here. So I think it's not that common to have like a basement because a lot of us, we live in buildings. So there's not like a thing you could be safe, but it's not that common to have them here.
Well, not in Chile. In Central America, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we also talked about tsunamis, and the only thing we know or that we talk about, it was like to stay safe, you gotta go to the highest hill because that's the way to stay safe for like the ocean.
Okay.
Big
And
houses. If you see the ghost, goes back. The sea goes back. Stay away from the ghost. Goes in the opposite direction. If you see that, like I don't know. Sorry.
No, it's correct. I mean, if you see the sea going backwards, you
gotta run.
You have to run. Yeah.
Fast. Yeah. The problem is when this happens at night and you don't feel any earthquake, and the earthquake was somewhere else, because you have no way to know that. I mean,
yeah,
that's the main problem. Yeah. What's the name
For
of the island in the south in Chile? The island where there was a tsunami, the tsunami killed a lot of people because the island is totally flat. What's the name of that? What's the name of the island?
creo que
I
era
don't
Isla
know.
Negra.
Sorry? Juan?
Isla Negra, creo que era. No estoy seguro.
No, Isla Negra is near San Antonio. No, I can't remember this. It's a very small island. I can't remember the name. It's like the 7th region, I think. Borrego Sala, something like that. No, it's near there.
Juan Fernandez? Or
No, it's not that far. It's a little bit, no, it's another island where there were, I don't remember the name, but it's quite well known because, I mean, there is an island and there is another, I mean, a small one where people usually go, nobody lives there. People go, I mean, camping, or there was a carnival, a festival or something like that, and people went there to celebrate this, the nights of the earthquake. But the earthquake was not felt there. And the tsunami came, and as the island is totally flat, all the people died. And many people, what's the name? Can't remember. Well,
In what year was
2010, in the earthquake of 2010.
Oh.
One of my students of agriculture was going on holiday to Isla Mocha. That's the name. Isla Mocha is one. I mean, Isla Mocha, yeah. Isla Mocha, that's the name. And my class, my student went there on holidays with her brother, and she was sleeping, obviously. And then suddenly she was waking up, I mean, ran away, and it was totally dark because there is no electricity there. So she had to run, and she said that she could feel the water in her shoes. She was running to the only highest place. Yeah. But she was following somebody else. She didn't know the island because she had arrived the day before, so she didn't know the place. So she ran away. She just followed another one. And she said that she could feel the seawater in her shoes. It was awful. Awful. Terrible. Yeah. Okay. Well, in all the disasters that you described, either hurricanes, either tsunamis, earthquakes, usually the authorities say that there is a basic sort of kit that you must have. Yeah. What do you think that must be included in that emergency bag, or whatever you want to call it?
water and food.
Water and food.
And right now, like in the pandemic, face mask and how do you say alcohol gel? Alcohol gel.
Gel. Yes.
Gel.
Okay. Anything else?
Maybe a portable radio, like with, yeah.
Yeah, portable radio. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot how to say linterna, light.
Flashlight.
Torch.
Flashlight.
Torch.
Torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, like the, how do you say, medical souvenirs?
Medical, I mean a medical kit.
Yeah, a medical kit.
Yeah, medicines, basically. Yeah. Anything else?
If I don't know, is that accessible? I don't know how to say that. Accessible? A little solar panel to charge things like phones or.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else, Javier, Juan? Let's see. Would you like? Sorry, Javiera.
Maybe a change of clothes.
A change of what? Clothes.
Clothes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Just in case you have to be there for a long time. I mean, for
Yeah, thinking that way, yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Would you like to? I mean, there is a country in the world where earthquakes are as usual as in Chile. That is Japan. Would you like to know what that emergency bag is for? What you can find inside a Japanese bag? Yes? Do you understand it? Let's see. It's a Japanese grab bag, that's emergency bag, okay? What is inside a Japanese quake grab? Can you see my screen? Can you
Yes.
see that? Okay, let me enlarge this. I know. They are very, I mean, people are very careful with, they can prevent things. Here we have this is the bag, this is the grab bag. Yeah, flame proof. Coins, I don't know what for. Water, torch. Alarm. Here you have the first aid kit, that's with medicines and alcohol, rope. Portable toilet. Toilet absorption powder. What do you think about this? I mean, the Japanese grab bag.
I think it is really thoughtful. There are things that I didn't think about. And
Yeah. Well, definitely they are prepared for spending several days in a kind of shelter or.
Yeah, they have a lot of coast because they live in like an island, a big
It is
island.
an island,
So
yeah.
yeah, it is like that. And their geography is like you have coast, and immediately you have like in the most of the cases you have hills. So if you want to run up in of the coast to the hills, you have to pass for a lot of tricky I don't know how to say routes to get the hills, the top of the hills. So the rope and the things, they generally get stuck when they have tsunamis for
Okay.
a couple of days. Yeah, I saw that in a documental and several animes about earthquakes. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
have yeah, they got my attention because why you need a rope? You have to scale something, and yeah, they have in the hills they have like natural hills that they are some routes, and you have to follow the routes like a trekking route to
Yeah.
reach the height. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it's common.
Okay, I didn't know that. Good. There was something that I didn't know what it was, and I had to look it up. That is toilet absorption powder. Do you know what that is?
please, it would be like cal in Spanish.
It's a kind of, yeah. It is to get rid of any waste. I mean, urine or excrement. but they are very clean because they are worried about that aspect too. I mean, first of all, a portable toilet, to me, that was incredible. And then toilet absorption powder in order to eliminate all the waste. I thought it was really, really impressive, you know? I know that they are extremely clean. I mean, as in their culture, cleanliness is very, very important, more than in others. Yes? Did you know that?
I know about it. They teach their students to clean the school when they are in, I don't know, primary. They have like a list, and every week have a couple of students who clean the salon.
The
I don't know how to
classroom.
say
The
the
classroom.
classroom, or the school. So yeah, they like a little kids, like in for us like the kindergarten. I don't know. They are cleaning their desktop and the classroom. Yeah, they have that culture.
Yeah, they are extremely careful in relation to cleanliness. Do you know what their normal toilets are like?
They're like small, right? Like on the floor or something. I have seen it in movies, but I don't know.
They don't use, I mean, I don't know if they don't use, but the toilets, I've never been there, but I know people that have been there. And for example, in the toilet, you don't have toilet paper, it's a kind of shower. So when you go to the toilet, you don't clean yourself, you wash yourself.
Like bidet?
No, it's the same toilet. The toilet has different buttons. So when you sit and you do what you have to do, you press the buttons and you have different options. You have cold water, you have warm water, you have soap, of course. You have some hot air to get dry. You see? So it's talcum powder. You see? So it's, I know several people that have been saying it's kind of strange, but it's okay. I mean, it's fine, but it's a bit, I mean, to us, it's a bit strange, but they are very clean. So, okay, guys. Well, we're going to continue with this next Tuesday then, okay? Next Tuesday, we're going to start with, I mean, some preparation for PET, I mean, for the final test, okay? We are going to do exercises that are similar to the ones you're going to have for you to get used to them. Okay? Any questions, any comments? No? Okay, guys. See you next week, and I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. It was very nice
Bye,
to see
Miss.
two of your faces today. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Bye,
Bye.
Miss.
Bye-bye.